Good Sunday, everybody. Brian Bledsoe with you here from Brian Bledsoe Weather. I wanted to hop on this morning and give a forecast for the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky this week. It gets underway on Wednesday and ends on Saturday. I know it draws a lot of folks from a very broad region. So if you are traveling to the show, well, let's talk about the forecast. And this forecast is brought to you by New Ag Supply. If you are interested in planting parts, harvesting parts, be sure to check out the new Ag Supply booth right there at the Farm Machinery Show and get in touch with Brian Seegert. Not only a top tier product, but also a really good dude to hang out with. So stop by their booth. You won't be disappointed. Let's talk about what the weather forecast is going to look like. Specifically, the temperature forecast for Louisville this week. Not going to be all that warm. Warmest day is going to be right there on Tuesday, topping out at 57 degrees. And then as we get some rain into the forecast, and behind a storm system, you can see what happens there. Temperatures are only going to top out in the lower to middle 40s the remainder of the week and into the early weekend. And then nighttime low temperatures are going to be in the upper 20s to the lower 30s. So you know what the temperature forecast looks like. Obviously not that warm. Let's see what the rain forecast is going to look like with a future radar animation. This gets underway Monday morning, so tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock Central Time, and ends Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock Central Time. Tomorrow morning, no wet weather really anywhere across the region. We're going to have some lake effect banding up here way to the north, but a very quiet start to the week. And as we put this into motion, your whole Monday is going to be just fine. We don't have anything to worry about here. But as we get deeper into this forecast, you can see a band of rain that's going to get going here across parts of the southern plains. And then it's going to make its way east northeastward, especially across Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, most of Tennessee. And some of that is going to clip far southern reaches of Kentucky. And I'm going to let this run one more time. So, as far as the region is concerned, I don't think we're going to have anything giant that's going to dramatically impact travel. But if you are traveling through that sect that I mentioned, and we'll watch it come in here again, starting up in north central Texas, eastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, right across the Mississippi Valley, and you see it just clipping southern Kentucky, central northern Kentucky, on up into most of the Corn Belt, you're in pretty good shape. You don't have too much to worry about. Total liquid and snow potential with that through the same time frame. You can see some decent rain totals here extending from east central Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, northern Alabama, Mississippi, right there. Some totals could exceed a half an inch, but a real sharp cutoff on the north side of that. You could see most of Kentucky in good shape. Obviously, Illinois, Indiana, doing just fine. Most of Missouri back here toward Iowa, and even over into the Carolinas, which I know a lot of you folks actually come farther west to this farm machinery show. You will get some rain in there too, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that big of a deal. And temperatures are going to be too warm for any type of ice or snow, at least locally. So at least you won't have to worry about any of that. Any of that snow is going to be confined way off to our north and to our northeast. Folks, safe travels as you venture out to the farm machinery show. If there's anything I can do for you specifically, I have clients all over the Great Plains. Hit me up on my cell or simply email me, Brian at brianbledsoeweather.com, or you can go to my website, brianbledsoeweather.com as well. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll be chatting with you a little bit later this week.